Do you need to manifest unexpected money? Money that you're needing to pay your bills, to buy something, but you maybe don't know how to make that money happen if it's not through a job or traditional means? Today I'm going to be sharing a very valuable spiritual concept known as vibrational codes, spiritual secret codes that allow you to manifest certain things, right? And I'm really excited to do this because this code that is basically one of the most secret, but then again, one of the most public codes in existence has manifested, for me, hundreds of thousands, for friends, thousands, hundreds, millions. It depends on the person. I have had clients and friends that have manifested $1 million settlements. For example, a client that, she divorced her ex-husband and, she got a multi-million-dollar settlement after using this code for I would say she did it for about 8 weeks before the big, justice legal divorce settlement. And she was able to come out on top. I've had friends randomly get, $100 deposits from people that owed them a long time ago, $1,000 refund checks from, everything from the IRS to friends and family randomly being like, I wanted to gift you a $2,000 gift for your birthday. I've had people find money on the floor after using this code. I've had people just randomly get deposits and checks and a bunch of other things, right? So this code is very powerful. And during this video, I'm going to share the secret code with you. It really depends on your subconscious, right? And how much your subconscious can allow. So there's people that see millions, right, in their existence. And there's people that are more used to, finding $100, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, right? Depends on you, but I know one thing. You will receive unexpected money after watching this video. Right now, I would love it if you can subscribe because I'm about to share or share with you a code that really I use very often when I'm in any kind of money crunch or I feel like I need extra resources, that I share this, code with friends and family and clients. So I would love it if you can subscribe so I can keep providing these amazing different manifestation techniques. I love money, and I'm not going to lie about it. Money is sustenance, but money is also a vibration, and certain music, certain sounds, and even certain codes can unlock these vibrational frequencies of abundance. This code, like I said, it might be secret because a lot of people don't know about it, but it's very public knowledge. Even the CIA has written about this powerful code and a list of other codes associated with it. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the code is in a little bit of a second here. One thing that I want you to know about this code is that you have to activate it with intention. So know that this code, it needs to be activated with the intention of abundance is coming to me, but I don't need to control how it comes, right? So in order to use this code, there's nothing more you have to do beyond using it and visualizing random abundance coming to you, but without you controlling. Detachment is key. What is detachment? Detachment is, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to care how the money comes, right? Because when you try to block God's gifts or the universe's gifts, right? Like, okay, I'm going to use this code, the secret code, and oh my God, I'm going to manifest this money. But if you're thinking it has to come through my job, well, maybe that amount that's unexpected might not come through your job because maybe you're not meant to have at this moment, let's say, a financial promotion at work, or it's not supposed to come through your job. Maybe it's supposed to come through a family member, a new boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, or an unexpected lottery win or an unexpected casino win. This is an unexpected number, which means you have to let go and not try to cling on to how the money's going to come through, right? I'm going to tell you the code. I want you to write it down. I'm going to repeat it many times because let's get serious. I'm trying my best to figure out YouTube. I don't know how to edit these videos. I'm not going to be editing it. There's not going to be cute little boxes coming out all through the screen or whatever. But I will say it 1,000,000 times so you can write it down. And I'm going to put captions on the bottom so it's also recorded and you can write it down, okay? So right now, before I get started, go get a pen, go get a pencil. You can hear me talking. You can pause the video, but let it keep playing, right? Let it keep playing. The algorithm. Go find a pencil. Go find a pen so you can write this down. You can even write it down on your phone. But I don't know. I feel like there's so much power behind having intent. A pen, a pencil, and a piece of paper, right? There's something so magical about writing things down. And today I'm going to teach you how to activate this sacred secret code of abundance, right? Really quickly before we get started, a lot of you don't know, this is one of my favorite Grabovoi codes. A Grabovoi code is this amazing set of codes that this amazing manifestation scientific researcher Grigory Grabovoi created a list of everything from healing codes to financial unexpected money codes to abundance code, and I've tested many of them, right, to see which ones actually work. These have been proven time and time again that they work, but I am delivering to you the secret code from the Grabovoi codes that works for me and all my friends and clients and actually has the resonating frequency of abundance. So I'm going to tell you exactly which one that is exactly right now. we're going to begin. Let's get to it immediately. Let's not waste any time. This Grabavoy code for for attracting unexpected money. I'm going to first tell you the code, and I'm going to tell you how I use it or how I activate it, right? So the full code is 520-7418 right here, but you can't really see it, so I'll repeat it many times. It's 520-7418. Once again, the whole code is 520-7418. Once again, it's 520-7418. That's the whole code, but I'm going to teach you how to actually break down the code to attract more money into your life, because the actual only important part overall of the code to attract the abundance is the 520 part. So once again, I repeat, the most important part of the whole code out of 520-7418 is the 520 part, but you have to break it up in sections in order to activate the real magic behind it, right? In order to start activating this abundance code, the secret code of abundance, we're going to have to do the following. On a piece of paper, you can write it on a piece of paper. I would suggest either green. Green is a color of abundance. It's a color of attraction, finances. And red is a fiery color of intent. Choose green or red. That would be iconic. Blue also works, but I prefer using green or red for the intention of this code in particular, right? I just need you to write it down, the 520-7418. In order to activate the full code, you have to repeat the 520-7418 8 times. 8 is a number of abundance. It's a frequency of infinity and money, right? So in order to activate the code, the first thing you're going to do is say that 8 times. So you would go 520-7418, 520-7418, 520-7418, 520, and so on and so forth. As you can imagine, 8 times. That activates the base code. So that's already in the frequency of you attracting more abundance naturally, right? 8 times you activate the full code. However, the number that I use almost every day, honestly, but whenever I really need money is actually the 520 part. But it can only be activated if you say it 45 times. I know, it's a hack. This is actually the intent. You can't manifest the actual full power of the 520, just the 520 part of this code, without saying it 45 times. So in order to manifest that extra abundance from 520, you have to say 520 45 times. So you go 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 45 times. You know what I do? I just go over the 45. The 45 is not exact. It has to pass 45. So I'll sit down and I'll kind of count it out with my hands. So I'll be like 520, 520, 520, 520, 520. See, that's 5. 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520. That's 10. 520, and so you go forth. I always go beyond, and I say it about 50 times. So it's activated by saying it a minimum of 45 times. That activates the second part, right? So remember, steps are easy. In order to activate the full code, you say 520-7418 8 times. Then in order to activate the 520 part, you say 520, 520, 520, 45 times, right? When you activate it 45 times, that's it, the code is activated. But when it's like, it gives you that boost of instant manifestation money, coming out of a sudden. It comes all of a sudden, but it is a situation where you have to say it 45 times every single time. And every single time you're going to use it, right? But it's not supposed to be used all day long, right? It's just like, it's like the week is maybe not so financially, going that well for you, and you can say it 45 times on a Wednesday or Thursday. Some people, if you really want to use it every single day, then make your money, make unexpected money every single day and say it 45 times. Now, let's go on to how to make it more powerful, because this is why I'm teaching you this, right? You could just say it 45 times. You can say the full code of 520-7418 8 times, but in order to make it even more powerful, I like to write it on myself, on my wrist. So you write it on your wrist, 520. Now it's on my wrist, any direction really, it doesn't really matter. I put it facing towards me, so I have to kind of look at my arm like this, and I just write 520, like left to right, like a notebook, and then you whisper on it. So you go on the code, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 45 times, 520, 520, 520, 520, and I literally sit there. It doesn't matter if it takes me 3.5 minutes. Oh, come on, for 3.5 minutes, and you're gonna be manifesting thousands of dollars, it takes nothing. So I go 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, and that's activated. That's an actual code, and it's coming to you. It's on your body. I prefer to write it in red marker on my body, or in green also works. Ideally, put it on your wrist, right? If you have a watch, you can put it right under your watch, or if it's the weekend, just write it. No one's going to notice, right? Some people have wrote it on the bottom of their foot, and also creates a huge surge of increase. Another thing that I like to do with it On that same case is that I use cinnamon, and cinnamon is a huge attracting spice for abundance. You can also do the same thing on the 520 you wrote on your wrist. You rub a little bit of cinnamon on it, and you tell the cinnamon, money comes to me fast. Money comes to me unexpectedly and with speed. Money comes to me fast. Money comes to me fast. 520, 520, 520, 520, 520. Cinnamon is a known ritualistic, tool of an ingredient that attracts money into your life. So you put the cinnamon on the 520, you say 45 times, doesn't matter on or before, just put the cinnamon on the number and rub it in and say, money comes to me quickly, money comes to me quickly. So that's another step. And the final one, super simple. If you don't want to go through all that, because some people they don't want to do all that. On a piece of paper, just write the number 520. So on a piece of paper, you write the number 520. And then you just say 45 times, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520, 520. Just count it out, with your hand, syllables, or just do it 1,000,000 times and you'll know you went over 45 times. And then just put a little bottle of water over it and put it on there and just let the 520, the frequency of abundance go into the water, and then you drink the water. You drink the water and it's like transmuting or transporting the number 520 written on the piece of paper into the water. So super simple steps. Number one, the full code once again is 520-7418. Say that 8 times to activate the full thing. But then again, you don't have to ever do that again. So you can do that just one time and you never have to do it again. I just do it I did it one time and I never had to do the full code again. If you feel like saying the full code, go ahead and say it as many times as you want. The full code is 520-7418. But this power code base of this code is 520. 520 is enough to attract all the abundance you need. So you write 520 on your wrist, and you say it 45 times. You can write it on a piece of paper and put water over it. Or if you just want, you can just sit out loud without writing it in any capacity and just say it out into the universe. 520, 520, 520, 520, 520. And that's more than enough. So guys, subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you understood it. It's going to have captions. You can go back and just capture wherever the codes, showed up on the screen. I said it 1,000,000 times. Hopefully you had your pens and everything. I'll say it one more time. The long code is 520-7418. 520-7418. And once again, it's right there. 520-7418. That's the full code. And the actual most powerful code of the actual full number is just the first 3 numbers, which is 520. Just say the number 45 times. That's more than enough. If you want to boost it, put it on your wrist and write it. Put some cinnamon on it for more, more boost. Or you can put it under water and let the water absorb all those 520 energies and watch that money flow. Subscribe to my channel because a lot of more amazing manifesting videos are coming your way. Thank you guys.